Hey everyone, I'm Kevin with My Shop Assist. Today I got a really cool thing to show you. We have been working on this for a while. Is the iOS and Android app. So it's a native app on your phone. It will make logging in a ton easier. I know the web version could do everything, but obviously it's a little clunky when you have to go into the browser and then log in basically every time, which is annoying for people. And so this solves that problem. So let's just dive right into it. I'll walk you through most of the features of the app. It's really designed around like the technicians and the people working on the shop. So most of the features in there right now are for them to make it easier. If there's something you'd like added, just let me know. I can obviously add it. And then, yeah, as of today, it's still in beta testing, but I can give it to anybody who wants it. So if you just email me or message me, I'll give you the link to download it from the Apple Store, or from a Google phone. I can just give you the QR code to download it with. So yeah, it should be on the Apple Store probably in the next 2 weeks or so, and the Play Store after that. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm in the app here. I'm on an iPhone 15 Pro Max. It will work on tablets, so Apple iPads and Android tablets, as well as the smaller phones. It just auto scales everything for what you have. But to start, you're just going to use your username and login. Okay. If you put in an email, it will remove the shop name. So that's how most people log in anyway now. But if you're a person that doesn't have an email on your account, it would just be username, shop name, password. Okay, so let's go ahead and sign in. If there's more than one shop, it'll ask you to select a shop. For me, I'm just going to log in as my shop here. And so the first page is going to be the dashboard. So it's going to show you what's going on today, tomorrow, and this week. We have the to-do tab, which is from the dashboard of the web version. And then we have the jobs list, which is going to be your entire jobs list. Along the top navigation bar, the first button is going to be your navigation window. So that's going to have everything that you have. So if you're doing departments or just a single row of jobs, that would be there. It has the calendar. The my hours is going to be a review of like what you have entered in. So if you're tracking time, it would have hours on here. So I can go back and see like my hours, and it'll tell you like what you did on each day. The calendar is going to show you all the calendar stuff. So like you can click on the different days and it will show you what you have coming up. So you can always click in to see what you got going on. And then the lists, so shop parts, shop tasks, vendors, and customers, that's just your list that you always have had before. Along the bottom is the support. So this is going to be admin chat, so messaging me directly. So from the web version, it's the same thing as support there. So you can, if you ever have a problem or questions or want something added, just message me in here and I'll reply to you pretty quickly. And then also the settings, and this is where I want to get started here. So the phone can do push apps or push notifications for both your notifications that you have within the system and chat as well. So if you have text messaging turned on, it can push both of them to your phone. One thing to note is I have the notifications list here, and these are user specific. So each user will have a different notification settings. So you can come in here and you can turn what you want on and off to basically get notifications on the phone directly. Also the chat. So if you have customer chat, that's up on the top here, right along here. So I have mine turned on. A clock out reminder, it's a feature we added a while ago on the web version, but basically if you're clocked in and you forget to clock out, it would automatically clock you out basically 15 minutes after your shop's closing time. So if you have your shop closing time in the settings, it will automatically clock you, or it actually warns you first, and then it will clock you out automatically. On the phone, it's a little nicer because it'll actually give you a push notification that says, hey, you haven't clocked out. Do you want to? You can click it, and then you can clock out if you need to or not. So that's a handy little feature. And then check for updates, you can just click it. And if there are any recent updates, it will tell you. I do update this thing very frequently, at least getting going. I've updated it almost every other day. And then if you need to log out, you can do that there. Okay, so some important stuff that I want is going to be the QR code scanner here. So on here, you can scan VIN numbers, QR codes, barcodes, whatever it may be. So like if I need to work on a job here, I have a key tag and we print these QR codes from MSA. So this is an MSA feature as well, QR codes on jobs. But I can just pull it up with the scanner here and it will immediately bring me into the job. Like it's instant. And so I can see what I need to do with the job. So if your technician is working on a car and he needs to get started, he has the keys, he has a QR tag, he just takes his phone and scans it. It will immediately bring him into the job. And then he can go ahead and get started. So if you wanted to add like miscellaneous labor on here, and we can put in a description. You can change the prices. This is all the same sort of stuff you have from the web version, just added on the mobile. And then you can, of course, just start timer on it. Hey, I'm not clocked in. Do you need to clock in? Yes, clock me out. That's also a shop setting or a user setting for making sure you are clocked in before you start a task timer. So now we got a timer running. Okay, so that was on the homepage here. We have the QR code scanner for jobs. If you have parts, so like I have like, if I do manufacturing here, so manufacturing, it scanned the little QR code that I have for this particular part, and it will ask you, hey, this is a flex fuel kit. Actually, the tag doesn't represent what's in the bin, but that's what we've got here. So you can add it to a job, you can order more, you can receive part, or you can edit the parts details. So we give you a lot of functionality. So like if you're walking through a parts room and you need to add parts, or you're looking to see what's out of stock, you can literally just scan the QR code. So you just take these and put them next to your part, because it'll say what part it is, the part name, it has the QR code, the location if you store locations. And so that's how you have the part there. And so you can edit this and save it if you need to. So you can see the notifications along the top. I got a new job created, and then I got chats with customers in here. So pretty straightforward. If you have motor turned on, and so motor is our labor guides, it will scan VIN numbers, and it will recognize that it's a car. Long QR code. Okay. It recognizes the VIN. It knows it's a 2010 Tundra. I can view the customer history, or sorry, the vehicle history. I can create a job from it, and it knows like, hey, this is a orange Tundra. It's a 2010 Tundra right there, right? And so it knows immediately, and it will, even if you've never scanned it before, with the motor turned on, it will know exactly what year, make, model it is by default. So we can go ahead and create this job. If you need to get signatures on here, it's a mobile device, so you can just sign it. And there you go. Now we're ready to create the job. So that's basically it. You can see the notification up along the top that a new job was created. That's kind of how it works. Same thing will go with chat if you get a message from chat. So I'll show you how that works here really quick. Let me go ahead and... Okay, so incoming chat messages, same sort of concept. It's a push message. It'll look just like that. And then, of course, if you click in, it will bring you into the message. So in that case, it was a support message right here. So pretty straightforward. You can obviously, if you're in a job, so if we go back into our Ben Franklin job here, so let me go into the QR code scanner and go into our Ben Franklin job. If I needed to take pictures, obviously we're on a device here, so you can just take photos, so you can take pictures and it'll add it to the job. It's obviously a lot easier to add pictures from a phone than having to do it from the website, even though it technically kind of work the same way. This is just much, much faster. So yeah, that's the basics of it. If you have any questions, or if you want anything added from the web version onto the phone app, just let me know. Like I said, it doesn't take me a whole lot of time to make changes, because the backend is so solid. And basically we're just copying what's on the web version to put it on the phone. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.